The Bloodies, as they were known to their legions of fans, or My Bloody Valentine, you're safe in your sleep from this girl. And I've got a message from Motive, who's on the new LP, and I may easily play it to you on Monday night. Not sure whether the record ends with that Heidi, 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 ho. I've only heard it through once and I didn't notice it. But that's the Fall in session, and it's called Chicago Now. Big night on the Mayo, bud. Blimey, that's a bit weird. From the LP The Comforts of Madness, which is a very 1968 title, The Pale Saints, and that track's called Way the World Is. Now the Pixies.
Moninga moko akendeki kovivre na poto ekoma ye na Yani production. Ok?
And we may very well have a new session from them soon. That's The Fall, and they're at number 38 in this year's Festive 50 with Deadbeat Descendant. I always get dead nervous during the Festive 50 for some reason. Never understood why, but I get really, apprehensive about what's going to happen next. And what's going to happen next is this, at number 37 in the Festive 15. Here comes your man. That's number 37 in the Festive 50, the Pixies, and that's a track, of course, from the LP Doolittle. Later on tonight, well, in fact, in about 25 minutes' time, you get Into the Night with Nicky Campbell, featuring the listener's pick of the 80s. And then at 12 o'clock, Richard Skinner, after midnight, with music mainly on compact discs, as it often and so unoriginally says. And I hope Richard's all right and that he's going to be here and so forth, because he was last heard of. Somebody was telling me this afternoon that Richard got out of a taxi after the party that they had at Radio 1 last night and disappeared up a side street somewhere in London, muttering darkly about the meaning of life. But I'm sure he'll be back in time to do his programme at midnight. I certainly hope so. Anyway, at number 36 in the Festive 50, the track that preceded the previous one on the LP Doolittle. Does that make sense? I think it does. See, I was saying that something terrible was going to happen this year, and it's just happened because I played you the wrong track. And that's the first... I said that I was always nervous about doing the Festive 50 because I knew that one of these years something appalling was going to happen. This is the first time it's happened because, as I say, I played you the wrong one. Well, now that is dead annoying, I must say. But those are the Pixies, Wave of Mutilation. That's at number 36 in the Festive 50 from the LP Doolittle. I'd forgotten that the track I Bleed comes in between that and Here Comes Your Man, which is why I made the mistake.
Hilary,
That's The Fall and Hilary, and one more from them before the end of the programme.
I think you better try to find another man. Try to find you one who loves you, and he will do the best he can. Don't start none of that grieving, 'cause this time I'm leaving, packing up my suitcase, try to find another man. 'Cause when I first met you, you were such a sweet thing, and you meant everything to me, so I took you for my time. But in 5 years you changed, and now you never do nothing. All you ever want to do is sit around the house, watch the TV, feed yourself complaining, you make my life a misery. So I think you better try to find another man. Try to find you one who loves you, and he will do the best he can. Don't start none of that grieving, 'cause this time I'm leaving, packing up my suitcase, try to find another man. 'Cause when I first met you, you know you were such a sweet thing, and you meant everything to me, so I took you for my ride. But in 5 years you've changed, and now you won't do nothing. All you ever want to do is sit around the house, feed your fat self, complain, and you make my life a misery. So I think you better try to find another man. Yeah. Try to find the one who loves you, and he will do the best he can. Start none of that grieving, 'cause this time I'm leaving, packing up my suitcase, try to find another man. Try to find another man. Try to find another man.
Rhyme style gets somewhat poured in the mold. Hold my hand, we'll pick my plantation of daisies for a bouquet of soul. Like to be dipped at the cut of a rim. Take it as filled to the rim as in brim. Squeeze your stoop like Betty Boop, then make camel alphabet soup and spell plug ones within. Forward march is the say when transistors will play. Come into bed is the move. Dolby sound will be in top crown when I put the needle into your groove. I got a good thing, and in full swing. I show this in gift, words or letters, but even without those three, I know you'd be close to me, cause
Oh, I love you better.
it's I again, and the soul that I send is taking steps to reach your heart. Any moment you feel alone, I can fill up your empty part. We can ascend till we reach daylight heaven, and in a spin we'll hit the top 10. Then we could meet Mr. Stucky and Pop's brother Lucky will preach, let the wedding be. Shot by an arrow of Cupid through a string of a G clef, my dear, I claim your death. And if you could hear me, by golly G, true Goy is ready for what you possess. We could live in my plug-to home, and on Mars where we could be all alone, and we make a song for two, picture perfect things, and I sing of how
I know I love you better.
Sometimes, I don't relax in these programmes until I've got something monstrously wrong. De La Soul at 34 in the Festive 50 on Big Life Records, and that's I Know. At 33...
Shoreline stretches out in front of me, my island awaits to
oceans run dry, and I turn to sand and be reminded. I read it in the books of school, alienation, and I read it on the books of school, locked it in. I read it in the books of school, alienation, and I read it on the books. It's entered and I knocked it to the end.
On 7% records, that's Jane from Occupied Europe, from Salisbury in Wiltshire, and that's called Ocean Run Dry. 7-inch by the Inspiral Cup. It's got a tolerable review in The Guardian today.
Oh, a storm is glad
In Spiral Carpets. The Fall in session, and that's called Black Monk Theme, and a version of that occurs on the LP Extricate, and I shall play more tracks from Extricate on Monday night's programme, along with a session from Birdland, Wailing Souls.
Well,
Yuzuko Horigome and Nobuko Imai were the soloists in the Sinfonia Concertante for violin and viola by Mozart.
House of Love, recorded when the band were between guitarists, so something of a collector's item this session, 7:45 a.m, that is, of course. Now here's a record which really...
dark room I've never loved before. I shook and screamed in lonely times, but I've never loved before. Take me to your sister, and you and her is love. It's beautiful and soothing, it's logic and it's sane. Take me through the evening on my 32nd floor, and I'll never ask for more.
The HFL, House of Love in session, the last of them. That's called 32nd Floor. And here's a somewhat older tune.
See you back on the highway, and there's wind in her hair, and you know that it's no time for thinking about somebody up there, 'cause she'll turn her to drinking, and you'll lead her to hell, with her Bible beside her. She surely looks like an angel. I used to wake up early never ending when you're young. Oh no, 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 no. Don't Look Back. That's Lloyd Cole and the opening song on the debut solo album from Lloyd Cole.
And I was in New York by September of '88. I then wrote songs for about 3 or 4 months, which is, you know, they don't just come straight away.
Sure, sure. It's a trouble, though, isn't it, with this business that the public are fickle. They have short memories. These are all the quotes that one always sees, you know, whenever anybody takes a long time over a project. Did that bother you at all? Or do you just think
It's a worry, but, you know, if you just rush an album out in order to build upon what support you've got, you can end up in the situation we did with our second album, which did extremely well, but in actual fact, it's not a very good record.
So commercial success doesn't equate necessarily with your satisfaction?
No, I'm sure not in the long term, no.
Why did the commotions have to become part of your past?
I think we'd just about done as much as we could.